I just wanted to do a quick video to help reinforce some things that Amy and that Jen Talley have shown us about operating Google Slides with our CamTwist to keep the windows where you do not need to resize them. And even I had to play with it, which I'm not meaning that arrogantly, but I had to play with it. I didn't know what was the trick because I was having the same issue, but I figured it out. Okay, so let me show you my desktop. This image back here that has this blue block, this purple block, and this fuchsia block are just my just an image that I made. I had went ahead and set up my windows where I knew they would be. I took it into a graphics program and made little colored blocks over those windows and labeled them as to what they are, and I set that as my background image. I had gotten that idea off of someone in the digital effects group, and it works great. That's one thing I do. Let me go ahead. Now, I have already, at the end of each class period, I just make a little notes in my handy dandy little schmandy notebook here that has my students, and I give the code of, it's 6228. They're on level 6, unit 2, whatever, learning cycle 2, and lesson 8. So 628, and I just put all the numbers underneath their names. I pull up the Google slide for that lesson, and I always include in that set my GS props slide, which is just a blank Google slide. You have to have that whenever you set up your CamTwist setup. Let me pull up my CamTwist here and show you. Okay, this set right here is my Google slide setup, and if I'm using presentation mode, this is my desktop plus for presentation mode. You have to have two different ones because those are two different sizes. Okay, so I'm just going to pull up what I have for tomorrow's classes so you can see, and I haven't, Google is closed right now, so here I go. I'm going to open it up, and now I'm going to go to my bookmarks because I have bookmarked my set for tomorrow. I'm going to right click and hit open all 6, and it's going to open them. And I'm just going to let it open, and I can tell that this purple block right here is for my GS props. So all I have to do is resize this window to fit inside that purple window. I know it has to go from top to bottom, and it fits right there inside that purple window. You can see that it fits. Okay, and I open up my blank slide that I have, which I just put a logo on mine. And now when I display this right here, voila, it's there. I didn't have to resize it, and it's done. I just let that be the first slideshow that I pull up, is that. Had I pulled up one of my lessons, it would not have looked right, because what Desktop Plus is looking for is what you set it to, and your lessons will change every day. So always have it pointing to that props slideshow, and always let that be the first thing that you pull up, and it will be sized. You won't have to retell it, but you will have to retell it if you're just pulling up your lesson for that day because it doesn't know. So now when I go here, it's going to be my first slide, but usually before classes, I go click on my first slides in each thing, in each slideshow, because I don't want my students to see any introductory slides like the title slide. I don't want them to see that. I like them to see this. Okay, and I can always come back to this. Now on my blank slide, you don't have to do this, but I have like a surprise box, like, oh, today it's a surprise, whatever we're doing, if I can work that in. And I didn't have to redo. So whenever you're ready to do your presentation slides, the ones that you will show in presenter view, that has to be in a new Google Chrome window, not a new tab, a new window, because they're different sizes. And so you would have already set that up beforehand right here. And I have this Desktop Plus pointing to, it says diff foreign window because I don't have it open yet. So it doesn't know what I'm looking for. So I'm just going to go here and I'm just going to open it up. I'm going to go to make sure Chrome is selected, and I hit File, New Window. It's going to open that up, and you can see right here this fuchsia box is the one I had set for my presentation mode. So I want it to go right there. So I'm going to go ahead and put it about that size. It's going to go here to this corner, I know, and I'm going to make it to this corner, and it's going to go all the way down to this. And that's the size that I need it. I'm going to go ahead and pull up a bookmark that I have already got set for my June 19th presentation slides that I'm going to be showing. And I'll let that pull up. And I hit this right here, which is my blank slide that I've already set. It will pull up. I'm going to go ahead and put it in presenter view because that's the way it's going to display. And I'm going to shrink it back down to size where I can see it. And now I'm going to click on my GS Present right here and display, and it should pull up the right size. And it does. Okay? But it does not know what to do and where to go until you pull up your blank slides first. Get them pulled up. Like, the only thing I have to do is pull my presenter up into presenter view back down to the window size, and I'm done. And now if I went to one, it would be there. I can go here and change these to be whatever I want. Click here to my presenter view and do whatever I'm going to do in presentation, and it works beautifully every time. Every time. It's not been different for me. If it shows up different, if I have this box sized just a little bit too off, you're going to see like how that black box changes. If I'm too far up, or really it's not even changing there. But I just know by setting those boundaries in that it's going to be pretty nigh on perfect every time. Okay? Okay. I hope this helps someone. And happy Google sliding. Bye.